come as well. And sure enough, the both of them have agreed to be here today, and we are honored, just honored to have them help us welcome in the holidays at the Roosevelt Hotel. And so I want to, if I can, I'd like to introduce the mayor to come on up if she has a couple of words she'd like to say, and then we're going to count down for the big lighting. So again, without any further ado, our wonderful Madam Mayor, LaToya Cantrell.
Oh, no. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Todd, for inviting me, along with my public safety team, to participate in lighting up the Roosevelt lobby this year. So thank you. You know, I was saying to my team on yesterday as we were listening to Christmas songs, and you know, those Christmas songs are the ones you hear just during Christmas time. And I said, wow, they were so soothing. And what a special time of the year, in spite of COVID-19, for us to think about different ways that we can still be connected to the beauty and the spirit of the holiday, and of course, Christmas. And so when I also learned that we would keep with the traditions that residents really look forward to this lobby every year, that we were keeping to those traditions, it really did warm my heart, and I really appreciate that. It goes a mighty long way, and not just as it relates to the people of our city, but those that we rely on every single day to respond to our needs and in a moment's time. And that has been our public safety team across the board. Also, our director, Dr. Jennifer Avegno of our health department. I'm really honored to have even with us not just Dr. Avegno, but Dr. Emily Nichols, who heads the EMS for the city. Our EMS really was one of the hardest hit public safety agencies in our city, and they never let up. They never let us down. So I'm just so proud to be surrounded by a team that will continue to do what it takes to move our city through this pandemic and through recovery. But this is our moment in time and in our history to just share a little love, you know, give a little twinkle, be a twinkle to someone's eye, to ensure that that joy that we all desperately need, that we spread that joy and we spread that love, and no one can do it like the human spirit can do it. So I just want to encourage everyone to just embrace the holiday season. Yes, it's a little bit different, but one thing that should never be different is the love that we share and we have for one another, and that spirit of kindness, joy, and peace. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Jennifer Avegno to share a little love and a little light as we approach the lighting of the Roosevelt Way. Call it my holiday way. Okay.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Thank you, Todd, and everyone at the Roosevelt for having us, and Dr. Nichols here today. You know, my family has enjoyed the Roosevelt holiday lobby for many, many, many years, and we plan to enjoy it again this year. You know, as the mayor said, and as we all know, the holidays need to look really different this year in sort of outward appearance, but the spirit doesn't have to be different at all. And the traditions that we love and enjoy can still remain. You may have seen that in recent days the CDC's come out and they've asked folks to avoid travel or to really reconsider traveling for the holidays. And I would say, to me, that makes sense, because in New Orleans, why do you need to travel when we have so many wonderful holiday celebrations that we can still do safely right here in our own city? And this is one of them. I'm excited to note that the trees are all socially distanced and wearing their festive bow masks. So as you consider what can you do with your family to remain in the holiday spirit, this, and there are many others like it outside, and safely indoors downtown in the French Quarter and around our city that allow you to really feel that spirit of the season as you walk through safely. You know, the staff here is wonderful, and they are expert at helping to manage crowds so that you don't gather and put yourself in danger. But again, we still can do the things that we love. And I would ask, you know, again, thinking of our first responders, we know that you want to keep yourself and your family safe so that your Christmas can be spent with those you live with and those you love and not worrying about someone sick in a hospital. The more you do that for your family, the more you protect our hardworking first responders, like our EMS, like our fire, like our police. They want to spend their holidays with their families and loved ones too. And so the fewer people they have to transport to hospitals or come in contact with who might put them at risk of COVID, the more that they'll get to enjoy the same traditions that we will this year. So thank you to the Roosevelt for keeping our family tradition alive, and we can't wait to come through.
Please.
Well, thank you very much for the opportunity to speak. You know, I represent so many of our public safety servants and all of the first responders in our country that have had a year that's been unique for us all. But the one thing that it has reminded us is to say I love you when you can, every moment that you can. My mother-in-law says, I don't want flowers at my funeral, I want them today. So it's important that we show our love, we share our joy, we remember that we can still have happiness and find silver linings, even if there's silver bows on the Christmas tree. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, thank you to all three of our obviously amazing people, amazing leaders that we've had the pleasure of having spent some time with us today. And, you know, I want to just spin off of a few things that Dr. Nichols and Dr. Avegno and our Madam Mayor pointed out, which is imagine the amazing load of our first responders this year, of all that they've had to go through to keep our city safe and all the variety of different things that have been coming into our city that have disrupted our lives, and how, in my opinion, we've been able to get through them as successfully as we are standing here today. And we'll continue as a hotel to make sure that if you come here that you are safe. We have some great protocols in place. We're going to have you mask up. We're going to have you keep moving. But we want to welcome you to come in and enjoy the lights and enjoy the restaurants and certainly spend the night. And with Hilton's event, Clean Stay, we'd love to have all those things. So I've spoken enough, Madam Mayor, if you would, to my left.
This is nothing but an honor. Come on, you gotta come with us, ladies.
Oh. And so what we're going to do for the group that's here, I'd like to start counting down from 10 on my mark, if you're ready. Starting with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here they come. So, ladies, once again, our pleasure having you here. Thank you so much for spending time with us today. And Merry Christmas to all of you and your families.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
You as well.
Thank you so much. Roosevelt family.
Oh, little town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie above thy deep and dreamless sleep. The silent stars go by, yet